I need to talk to you about something truly profound, something that's unfolding right this very moment. Literally, as these words leave my lips, a cosmic event is peaking, and I genuinely believe most people are completely unaware of the extraordinary journey they're currently navigating. Have you, over the past few days, felt a subtle yet undeniable tremor in the foundations of your relationships? Perhaps a significant shift in your perspective on money, or a sudden, almost urgent re-evaluation of what you truly hold dear in this life. If you've been experiencing any of these sensations, even a whisper of them, please know there's a very specific, orchestrated reason behind it all. And honestly, it's anything but random. We are, right now, standing squarely within what I've chosen to call the Venus Destiny Portal. I know, that sounds intensely dramatic, perhaps even a little fantastical, but I urge you to stay with me here. This isn't just hype. This is a genuinely rare astrological window that has already flung itself open, and it is poised to reach its absolute zenith. Today, quote, April 5th, 2026. And here's what's truly captivating my attention. What sets this period apart? This isn't merely a singular cosmic event. No, this is actually a breathtaking sequence of three distinct, powerful moments. Three precise planetary alignments, all converging within an incredibly tight 10-day span. Each one of these alignments is designed to perform a very specific alchemical work on your heart, on your deepest values, and most importantly, on the very trajectory of your path forward. The first of these pivotal moments already transpired just yesterday on April 3rd. If you felt a piercing intensity, an undeniable force that compelled you to examine your relationships or your financial landscape with an almost brutal honesty, I promise, I'm going to unpack exactly what that was in just a few minutes. But before we dive deeper into that, there's something critical about today that I need you to grasp. April 5th isn't just another spin around the sun. I believe, with every fiber of my being, that it is the single most important day within this entire portal. It's the moment when Venus, the celestial body governing love, money, beauty, and our inherent sense of worth, forms an exact, harmonious alignment with the North Node of Destiny. If you've been feeling an inexplicable pull, a deep magnetic current urging you towards something new, if you sense that your very life is attempting to gracefully, yet firmly, reorganize itself around a fresh, compelling direction, this is why. So, if you're resonating with that powerful pull right now, please stay with me, because by the time this message concludes, I am confident you will understand precisely what is unfolding, why it's happening, and most crucially, what empowered steps you can take in response. Because this sacred window, this cosmic doorway, will not remain open indefinitely. Yesterday was the purge, a necessary energetic clearing. And if you felt it, if you weathered that intensity, please know you are absolutely not alone. Let's begin by illuminating what exactly just happened. On April 3rd, Venus, positioned robustly in her home sign of Taurus, formed an exact square to Pluto, the planet of transformation and rebirth, currently residing in the innovative, collective-minded sign of Aquarius. And if you possess even a passing familiarity with Pluto's formidable energy, you understand it does not operate in subtleties. It operates in seismic shifts. So, here's what I'd been observing. And honestly, I felt this visceral energy myself yesterday, carried a heavy, almost profoundly intense energetic signature. Perhaps you found yourself in a difficult, deeply revealing conversation with someone you hold dear. Maybe you experienced a sudden, stark awakening to a long-standing power imbalance within a relationship, one you had perhaps unconsciously chosen to overlook for far too long. Or perhaps you gazed at your bank account, scrutinized your job, or became acutely aware of how you've been allocating your precious time and finite energy, and something just clicked into place. A silent internal question arose. Wait, why am I actually doing this? This doesn't genuinely align with what my soul truly craves. Does that resonate? Because that, my friend, is the signature of a Venus square Pluto. It functions like a cosmic excavation tool, digging deep into the subconscious, unearthing all the shadow material lurking beneath the surface of your love life and your financial world. It brings to light all the truths you've been expertly avoiding, all the toxic patterns you've allowed to fester, all the places where you've been settling for far less than you deserve, or compromising your authentic self. Pluto, in its fierce benevolence, drags it all right to the surface and declares, "Look at this. Deal with this. You cannot move forward until you face this truth. Head on. And I won't sugarcoat it for you." It can feel profoundly uncomfortable. Some people reported experiencing waves of intense jealousy yesterday. Others felt an unexpected surge of possessiveness. Perhaps you and your partner found yourselves embroiled in a heated debate about control or trust. Or maybe, just maybe, you realized with dawning clarity that you've been clinging to a situation, be it romantic, professional, or financial, purely out of fear. Fear of scarcity, fear of the unknown, fear of being truly alone. This, I believe, was the universe's grand design, a meticulous clearing out of your energetic closet. It was purging all the old, worn-out attachments, the stagnant dynamics, the outdated values you've been clutching onto, simply because they felt familiar, safe. Because, here's the undeniable truth, you cannot walk through a destiny portal carrying the heavy luggage of an expired timeline. And this is precisely why yesterday felt so profoundly intense for so many of us. It wasn't a punishment. It was an essential preparation. The purgation had to happen first. You had to vividly see what wasn't working, so that you could consciously create the sacred space for what truly does. Today is when everything changes, and you need to be ready. So that brings us, with breathtaking precision, to today, Sunday, April 5th, 2026. At 8:00 in the morning, I encourage you to check your local time zone. Venus reaches Sevendras Taurus and forms a perfect sextile, a harmonious 60-degree angle to the North Node, positioned at Sevendras Pisces. And I truly need you to absorb the significance of this. This is the apex of the entire portal. This is the exquisite moment where your heart's deepest desires and your soul's destined path sync up in a way that may not recur for years to come. Let me take a moment to illuminate what the North Node actually represents, because I believe this understanding is paramount. The North Node isn't a physical planet, it's a calculated mathematical point that acts as a compass for your evolutionary direction, your soul's highest purpose, the very path you are intrinsically meant to walk in this lifetime. And right now, it resides in the compassionate, intuitive waters of Pisces, signifying that the collective is being called towards deep intuition, profound spirituality, radical surrender, and unwavering trust. So when Venus, the planet that governs what you love, what you value, what you are innately attracted to, forms such a harmonious, opportune angle to the North Node, it's as if the universe is leaning in, whispering directly to your soul. Hey, your desires and your destiny are exquisitely aligned right now. This is your moment. Move toward what feels right, even if it doesn't make logical sense in this very instant. But here's the crucial understanding about sextiles, and this was a profound realization for me when I truly began to delve into the depths of astrology. A sextile is fundamentally an opportunity aspect. It's a door that gracefully swings open, but you, and only you, have to choose to consciously walk through it. It's not going to force you. It's not going to drag you kicking and screaming into your destiny. It simply presents the opening and says, "This is available to you, if you want it." And today, that door stands wide open, bathed in the gentle, inviting light of possibility. This is a day when fated connections can materialize. You might encounter someone new who feels instantly, inexplicably familiar, like you've known them across countless lifetimes, even though, logically, your paths have never crossed. Or if you're already in a committed relationship, you might experience a moment of profound, clarifying insight about whether this person is truly aligned with the sacred trajectory you are now walking. Or if you've been clinging to the comfort of familiarity rather than genuine evolving resonance. Financially, this potent energy could manifest as a sudden, undeniable intuitive hit about precisely where to invest your energy, your time, or your material resources. Perhaps you've been contemplating launching a creative project, initiating a significant career transition, or investing in something that feels deeply spiritually aligned, even if it initially appears impractical on paper. Today is the day to unequivocally trust that inner instinct, because the energetic interplay between Taurus and Pisces is truly fascinating. Taurus, where Venus is currently thriving, is all about tangible reality, money, physical resources, material security, groundedness. Pisces, the home of the North Node, is the realm of the spiritual, the unseen, the intuitive, the boundless. And when Venus in Taurus harmonizes with the North Node in Pisces, it's a powerful declaration. Your material world can and will support your spiritual path. Your resources can and will flow directly toward your highest purpose. You absolutely do not have to choose between security and profound meaning. And honestly, that feels like a monumental relief to me, because so many of us have been conditioned to believe we must sacrifice one for the other. But today's energy is beautifully, powerfully proving that simply isn't true. The third wave is coming, and it's bringing the rewards. So, we've thoroughly explored the purge that occurred on April 3rd. We've delved into the powerful destiny alignment unfolding today, April 5th. But there is a third, equally significant moment in this celestial sequence, and it will manifest on April 13th. On this day, Venus, now at 16 degrees of Taurus, will form another exact sextile, a harmonious 60-degree angle to Jupiter, currently at 16 degrees of Cancer. And if you know anything at all about Jupiter, you know it is universally recognized as the planet of expansion, luck, abundant blessings, and magnificent growth. In traditional astrology, it is literally revered as the greater benefic. So here's what I anticipate will unfold, and I've witnessed this dynamic play out countless times in previous Venus-Jupiter alignments. External rewards during this third benevolent phase. If you release the toxic attachments. If you cut the cords during the intense Pluto square on April 3rd. If you aligned your heart with your true path and answered the call of destiny during the North Node sextile today, April 5th. Then by April 13th, you are going to witness tangible, undeniable results. This could reveal itself as unexpected financial breakthroughs, romantic commitments deepening into profound unions, sudden, opportune invitations appearing seemingly out of nowhere, or simply a pervasive, uplifting sense of abundance and unwavering cosmic support. Jupiter is currently exalted in Cancer, which means it's operating at its absolute highest, most benevolent, and most nurturing frequency. It yearns to bestow blessings upon you. It desires, above all else, to expand everything good and life-affirming in your existence. And when it harmonizes with Venus, the planet that governs both love and money, it's as if the universe itself is extending a beautifully wrapped gift, gently saying, "You did the work. You faced the shadow. You chose alignment. Here is your reward." And I truly implore you to pay exquisite attention to what unfolds around April 13th, because I believe it will serve as irrefutable confirmation that this portal was, indeed, very real. You will be able to look back and clearly discern the golden thread connecting the raw intensity of April 3rd through the profound alignment of today to the glorious manifestation on April 13th. It is, quite simply, a perfect three-act structure designed by the cosmos itself. You're probably already feeling this. Here's how to know. Okay, so even if you're not deeply immersed in the world of astrology, even if you don't meticulously track planetary movements or have your birth chart memorized, I'm willing to wager a significant sum that you've been feeling something shifting over the past few days. Because this potent energy doesn't discriminate, it doesn't just affect those who are consciously aware of it. It reverberates through everyone, whether they acknowledge it or not. So, let me paint a clearer picture of what this portal might feel like in your actual, lived, everyday experience. And if any of these resonate deeply with you, I truly hope you'll take a moment to drop a comment below and let me know, because I believe we are all navigating this powerful current together. First, you might be questioning your relationships in a way you haven't before. Not necessarily because anything is overtly wrong, but because you're suddenly hyper-aware of whether these connections are genuinely aligned with the evolved version of yourself you are becoming. You might be observing your partner, your friends, or your family dynamics and asking yourself with profound sincerity, is this connection truly nourishing my soul? Or am I simply here out of ingrained habit? Second, your core values might be undergoing a significant metamorphosis. Things that once held immense importance for you no longer resonate with the same weight or allure. Perhaps you used to chase external validation or material status or a particular social perception, and now you're realizing those pursuits feel hollow, ultimately empty. You are craving something infinitely deeper, something far more meaningful, something that authentically feeds your very soul. Third, you might be experiencing an undeniable pull towards something you can't quite articulate or name yet. It's like a pervasive, intuitive knowing that you are destined to move in a different direction. But the precise destination remains shrouded in a beautiful, expectant mist. And if this describes you, I want you to understand that you do not need to have it all meticulously figured out right now. Today's alignment is specifically designed to bestow upon you greater clarity. Just remain open, receptive, and trusting. Fourth, you might be experiencing unusually intense dreams or finding yourself waking up at peculiar hours of the night. The North Node in Pisces has a profound way of activating the deeper currents of the unconscious mind. And when Venus gracefully connects with it, that potent energy can permeate and illuminate your sleep cycles. Pay close attention to what emerges from the depths of your subconscious. Your dreams might be attempting to convey something critically important to you right now. And fifth, if you've been feeling an undeniable restlessness, a deep impatience like you need to make a significant move, but you're not quite certain what that move is yet, that, my friend, is the Venus Destiny portal actively at work within you. It's igniting this profound sense of urgency, this undeniable feeling that time itself is moving differently and that you need to act. And honestly, you are not mistaken to feel that way because this luminous window truly is limited. What you should actually do with this energy. So here we arrive at the practical, actionable part. Because it's one thing to intellectually grasp what is unfolding astrologically, but it's an entirely different and more impactful thing to actually work with this powerful energy. And I believe that's what matters most, especially today, April 5th. I wholeheartedly encourage you to carve out some dedicated time for yourself today, even if it's just 20 minutes. Find a quiet sanctuary, a space where you feel completely safe and unobserved. Then sit with yourself and ask some profoundly honest questions. Ask yourself, what do I actually want? Not what I think I should want, not what other people expect from me, but what does my heart, my genuine, authentic self, truly desire right now? Ask yourself, where am I compromising my sacred values? Where am I settling for less than I unequivocally deserve? purely because I'm afraid of change or afraid of uncertainty. Ask yourself, if I trusted my intuition completely, fully, and without reservation, what would it be urgently telling me to do right now? What path would it be unequivocally pointing me toward? And then, and this is the most crucial part, simply listen. Just listen. Don't judge what surfaces. Don't immediately dismiss it as unrealistic or impractical. Just allow yourself to truly hear the truth of what you genuinely desire. Because today's Venus North Node alignment is like a direct, unobstructed hotline to your very soul. The veil between your conscious desires and your deeper divine purpose is thinner than usual. And if you commit to taking the time to actually tune in, I believe you're going to receive some exceptionally clear guidance. You might also want to pay particular attention to who appears in your life today. If you encounter someone new who sparks an unexpected connection, or if an old connection gracefully resurfaces, or if someone utters a phrase that strikes you in a way you simply cannot explain, do not, under any circumstances, brush it off as mere coincidence. I profoundly believe that the North Node operates through these powerful synchronicities and meant-to-be moments. The universe is actively trying to guide you toward your highest path, and sometimes it employs other people as sacred messengers. And if you are currently in a committed relationship, today might be an exceptionally potent day to initiate a vulnerable, heart-centered conversation with your partner about your collective direction. Not in a scary, we need to talk kind of way, but in an honest, I want to ensure we are both growing in the same beautiful direction kind of way. Because if your relationship is genuinely aligned with your destiny, this conversation will undoubtedly draw you closer, forging an even deeper bond. And if it's not, well, it is always better to know now than to continue living a pretense. The bigger picture, everything is accelerating. Now, I want to gently zoom out for a moment and discuss the broader astrological context, because this Venus destiny portal isn't unfolding in isolation. There is a cascade of other intense, transformative energy rippling through April 2026. And I think it's incredibly important to understand how all these cosmic gears are interlocking. We've just emerged from the potent energy of a full moon in Libra on April the 1st. And Libra, being ruled by Venus, meant that full moon was essentially screaming at us, demanding that we take a courageous look at our relationships and meticulously rebalance the scales. Where have we been overgiving? Where have we been silently tolerating disrespect? Where have we been studiously avoiding conflict, all in the name of preserving a false peace? That full moon powerfully set the stage for everything that is currently happening. It illuminated the imbalances with stark clarity. And now, the Venus Destiny portal is presenting us with the unparalleled opportunity to actually correct them. And then, later this month, starting around April 9th, Mars, the planet of action and courage, makes its fiery entrance into Aries. It then joins an intensely powerful stellium, a gathering of multiple planets, in the assertive sign of the warrior. Mars, Saturn, Neptune, Chiron, Mercury, and the Sun, all piled up in Aries, the sign of initiation, audacious courage, and bold, pioneering action. So, here's what I profoundly believe is happening. The Venus Destiny portal is meticulously giving you the internal clarity about what you truly want and precisely where you are meant to go. And then, the blazing Aries energy is going to imbue you with the fire, the unwavering drive, the sheer unyielding willpower to actually go after it, to pursue your truth without a shred of hesitation. It's as if the universe is deliberately setting you up for massive, unstoppable momentum. First, it lovingly clears out what no longer serves you. Then, it vividly shows you what is aligned with your highest good. And then, it blesses you with the indomitable courage and boundless energy to pursue it relentlessly. But you absolutely must utilize this Venus window first. Because if you choose to bypass this crucial phase, if you neglect to undertake the internal work of gaining crystalline clarity on your deepest values and your soul's true direction, then when all that raw Aries energy slams into place later this month, you might find yourself taking decisive action on the wrong things. You might move at breakneck speed in a misaligned direction, burning yourself out, relentlessly chasing goals that ultimately hold no genuine meaning for your soul. Does that profound distinction resonate? The Venus Destiny Portal is the sacred foundation. It is the infallible compass that points you toward your true north. And everything that follows in its wake is going to be infinitely easier and immeasurably more effective if you leverage this precious time now to get profoundly aligned first. This is your moment. Don't let it pass you by. I want to conclude with this because I believe it's a truth of paramount importance. These kinds of precise, powerful alignments don't grace our skies often. Venus connecting with the North Node at the exact same degree, that is genuinely rare. Venus being in her home sign of Taurus, while she orchestrates this, bestowing upon her maximum stability, power, and groundedness. That elevates this alignment to an even more potent level. And having this entire intricate sequence unfold over a mere 10 days, with the Pluto purge setting the stage and the Jupiter reward gracefully bracketing the destiny alignment. That, my friends, is not random coincidence. That is divinely orchestrated. I profoundly believe the universe is extending its hand to help you right now. It is actively trying to guide you toward the life you are truly meant to live, the relationships that are authentically aligned with your very soul, the work that genuinely fulfills you, and the values that truly, deeply matter. But you have to meet it halfway. You have to be willing to courageously release what is no longer serving you. You have to be willing to trust your deepest intuition, even when it defies all logical explanation. You have to be willing to take decisive action on what you know, in your bones, to be true. And I know that can feel terrifying. I know it's often easier to cling to the familiar, even when that familiarity is slowly but surely suffocating your spirit. But I also know with unwavering certainty that if you are watching this video, if you are still here with me right now, there is an undeniable, powerful part of you that knows you are destined for something far more expansive. Today is your day, April 5th. The universe is opening a magnificent door for you, a portal of destiny, and all you have to do is find the courage to walk through it. Some people, I assure you, will feel this portal's potent energy and do absolutely nothing. They will sense the magnetic pull, perceive the subtle shift, perhaps even recognize the immense opportunity, and then allow fear or doubt or sheer inertia to keep them rigidly stuck in place. And when this powerful energy dissipates, they will inevitably wonder why nothing in their lives truly changed. But I don't believe that's you. I believe you are here, listening to these words, because you are inherently ready, because you intimately know something profound is shifting, and you yearn to be conscious of it. You want to actively work with it. You want to leverage this extraordinary cosmic window to consciously create something magnificent and entirely new. And if that resonates with your soul, then today is unequivocally your moment. Pay exquisite attention. Stay profoundly present. Listen intently to what your heart is trying so desperately to tell you. Trust the synchronicities that unfold before your eyes. Follow the pull, that undeniable magnetic current guiding you. Because I truly believe, with every fiber of my being, that when you look back on April 2026, this will emerge as one of those watershed moments where you realize that's when everything changed. That's when I chose to align with my true path. That's when I finally, unequivocally listened to what my soul had been telling me all along. All right, if you're still with me, if you've journeyed through this entire message, thank you so much for watching. Seriously, it means the world to me that you stayed through all of this. If this message resonated deeply within you and you desire more content like this, I would truly appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. It helps this message reach more souls than you know. And please, I implore you, share your experiences in the comments below. I genuinely want to hear what you've been feeling over the past few days and what unfolds for you today, on April 5th. Are you noticing the profound shift? Did you feel the palpable intensity on April 3rd? I read every single comment, and I believe we are all navigating this powerful, transformative journey together. Take exquisite care of yourself during this portal. Trust your heart above all else. Listen to your infallible intuition, and I will see you in the next one.